Good morning everyone. Today we have discussed topic is embryogenesis. What is the embryogenesis? Embryogenesis is the process by which the embryo forms and development. In this process we are observing form of embryo and the developmental stages we are observing this embryogenesis process. In mammal, the term refers chiefly to early stages of prenatal development, whereas forms fetus and fetal development describing later stages. So, its complete embryogenesis process we have observed in the different stages. This is first one is fertilization. Thus, embryogenesis process starts with fertilization. So, what is the fertilization? Fertilization is the combination of a sperm and egg fused together and forms a embryo. So the once fertilized the ovum is known as zygote. This is the single diploid cell. So in this fertilization process is depending on the species. This fertilization process is two types. It is the inside the body and outside of the body. Inside body fertilization we are calling it internal fertilization, and outside the body is calling as external fertilization. So next, zygote. The eggshell is always asymmetric and having a two poles, that is animal pole and vegetal pole. In future the animal pole is developed into the germinal layers. The animal pole was ectoderm and mesoderm, and vegetal pole is converted into the endoderm. These three layers are called as germ layers. It is protected to it is also covered with the different protective envelopes with different layers. Okay, in this germinal layers is made up of glycoproteins. Next step is the embryogenesis process. Is second step is cleavage. Cleavage is the process is cell division stage. In this stage cells only division but size is not increased. Cell division with no significant growth, producing a cluster of cells that is a same size as the original zygote is called cleavage. In this cleavage the cells first divided into two cells, one single cell divided into two cells, another the two cells divided into four cells, and this four cell divided into 8-cell stage, and also forming a polar bodies and a middle line. There are two types of cleavage formation. So one of the holoblastic cleavage and another one is meroblastic cleavage. So holoblastic cleavage. In this holoblastic cleavage we are observing the human. This is the less amount of yolk. This requirement of nourishment or embryo is produced in the placenta of mothers. Okay, meroblastic cleavage is animal eggs. This is the birds or reptiles is the best examples of the meroblastic cleavage, because cleavage is impaired in the vegetal pole. There is a very uneven distribution of size of cells, being more numerous and smaller at the animal pole of the zygote. Next, morula at 16 cell division. So we are already known as a cleavage is the single cell to divide into 16 cell stage. In the 16 cell stage is called as the morula. Next step is the blastula. After the 7th cleavage has produced 128 cells, the embryo is called blastula, and also surrounding a fluid filled yolk filled cavity, this is called blastocoel. When the blastula covered with the cells, cells is called as blastocyst, characterized by inner cell mass that is distant from the surrounding blastula. The blastocysts must not be confused with the blastula, even though they are similar in the structure. Their cells have different fates. Okay, in this structure we are observing the pink color area is called as the blastocoel. Okay, next the made up of total round cells is called as blastocyst. Next, trophoblast. They form the ectoderm of the core and play an important part in the development of the placenta. This trophoblast is used to development of placenta. On the deep surface of the inner cells mass, a layer of platent cells called ectoderm, differentiated quickly, assumed from the small sac called the yolk sac. Embryonic ectoderm derived from the inner cell mass during the opposition with the endoderm. This is the germinal layers formation. The blastocoel and the blastopore, endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. 3 layers we are observed in this structure. Next, gastrula. During gastrulation, cells migrate into the interior of the blastula, subsequently forming 2 or 3 germ layers. The embryo during this process is called as a gastrula. The germ layers are referred to as ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. In diploblastic animals, only the ectoderm and the endoderm are present. Specific organs and tissues are derived from the cell layers. In this gastrula stage, the embryo is divided into germ layers. The germ layers is 3, that is endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. Okay, the structures is blastula and gastrula, 3 germ layer structures. Like the differentiation of germ layers. In this process, a germ layer is a primary layer of cells that form during embryogenesis. The 3 germ layers in vertebrates are particularly pronounced: ectoderm, mesoderm, or endoderm. So ectoderm, a cell migrating inwards along the archentorion from the inner layer of the gastrula, which developed into the endoderm. The endoderm consists first of platelet cells, which subsequently become columnar. Okay, it's also form the lining cells of the glands, which open into the endoderm is forms with digestive tube. Endoderm is form organs is digestive tube, including those of the liver and pancreas, epithelium of the auditory tube, tympanic cavity, trachea, bronchi, air cells of the lungs, urinary bladder and part of the urethra, and follicle lining of the thyroid gland and thymus. The endoderm forms the stomach, colon, the liver, the pancreas, urinary bladder, epithelium parts of the trachea, lungs, pharynx, the thyroid and the parathyroid, and the intestines. So mesoderm, it is the middle part of the germ layer. Some of the cells migrating inwards contribute the mesoderm, the additional layers between the endoderm and ectoderm. Several components: intermediate mesoderm, proximal mesoderm, lateral plate mesoderm, the chordum mesoderm. So mesoderm is consistence of different parts. It is the intermediate mesoderm. It is its form of different type of organs. So the intermediate mesoderm developed into the kidney and gonads, and proximal mesoderm developed into the cartilage, skeletal muscle, and dermis. The lateral plate mesoderm developed into the circulatory system, include the heart, spleen, the wall of the gut, and wall of the human body. The mesoderm forms also muscles, bones, cartilage, connective tissues, adipose tissues, circulatory system and lymphatic system, dermis, genitourinary system, and serous membranes and notochord. And next one is ectoderm. It is the outer layer of the embryo, and it is from the embryo's ephiblast. The ectoderm developed into the surface ectoderm, neural cluster, and the neural tube. The surface ectoderm developed into the epidermis, hair, nails, lens of the eye, sebaceous glands, cornea, tooth enamel, the epithelium of the mouth and nose. The neural cluster of the ectoderm developed into the peripheral nervous system, adrenal medulla, melanocytes, and facial cartilage, dentin of teeth. The neural tube of the ectoderm developed into brain, spinal cord, posterior pituitary, motor neurons, and retina. So overview: the ectoderm is the internal layer. Ectoderm is the internal layer. It is formed to lung cells, thyroid cells, and paracritic cells. Okay, next one is mesoderm. It is the skin cells of the epidermis, neuron of brain, pigment cells. Endoderm. Next one is mesoderm. The cardiac muscle, skeletal muscles, tubule cells of the kidney, red blood cells, smooth muscles are developed into the mesoderm. So in these 3 layers are using to the organogenesis process.